First up, though, facial hair. A recent article in the Mail tried to get to the bottom of why it is that men love beards and most women seem to hate them. And recently, a raft of celebrities from David Beckham to Jim Carrey have been photographed with facial hair. Is that right, do you think, Sherrie, that most women hate beards but men seem to like them?
I don't know many women that like beards. Do you lot? No. And the thing is, all the food sticks in them, doesn't it? And then the moustache, and it all gets in there, and then you have to kiss them, don't you? And then you get all the egg and bacon that they've just had, and oh, you don't want all that.
Who do you have to kiss with an egg and bacon moustache?
Well, I mean, you can. I don't like them, but I do. I mean, you think of Errol Flynn with his moustache. Oh,
that was hardly a moustache. It was just a little lump.
Errol Flynn than his moustache, from what I know.
But my dad, who was one of the most handsome men in the world, had a moustache, and he looked like Errol Flynn, and I think that's fantastic. But I don't like all that scruffiness. They look as though you got to scratch them. Do you know what I mean? I would, if you had a beard, wouldn't you want to scratch it? I just think all hair in your face.
I think, I suppose, with men, because obviously we get the chance to wear lots of makeup and to change our image and stuff if we like. Yeah. They don't get much of a chance, do they? So I think that's maybe why they try to do it. But I know that Tim said that once you start losing it on your head, it starts growing out of every other orifice. I know he said that, which is very attractive.
And what if they've kind of got none on the head and like bristles, and then bristles, you wouldn't know which end you were kissing.
I don't mind that sort of close-cropped goatee thing if it's maybe got like a Jesus-y sort of hair thing, long hair, that sort of look.
Who is this person you're talking about?
No, my son.
Oh, no.
It's not. It's got long hair. No, I love long hair. But I don't like it in that sort of Kevin Webster moustache way. That little ferret, which I also had to snog, if you remember. But no, as I said, the one beard that I do hate, the pointless one, it's like the people that it's just that. It's like I just want to go along and just cut it off like that. Yeah. It's just stupid. Actually, I've got one of my own coming out.
I would like to say.
Well, I think I'd like to stand up for the beard in society and the facial hair, because I do think men. One, I think it can look lovely. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of a big full beard, but I do like a kind of moustache and goatee. I think that can look really. Yeah, I think that can look really nice. And I think it is important that we stand. The tragedy, of course, is that as we get older, as Denise just pointed out, we all have to have a bit of a pluck ourselves, which is frankly slightly distressing. But my ex-husband had a moustache when moustache. Who knows how to pronounce it?
Or mustache, as our series editor Emily says, mustache. Anyway, go on.
She'll be delighted you said that. My ex had a moustache when I first met him. And he looked, actually, it wasn't nice. He looked a bit like Steve Wright in the olden days. It wasn't pretty. It took me a year to get him to get rid of it, and it was such a big bonus when I did. So
did you shave it off for him?
No, I made him go and do it. We were on holiday at the time, and then he actually came back in the room and went, so I'd look like this if I took it off. And we all went, and he went, and actually it looked horrible because it was all white, because he'd had it for so long, and there was this sort of white ferret above his...
I bet you like hairy men, don't you? I can imagine you being a caveman girl.
Do you think?
Yeah, being dragged out the cave.
By my hair. Chests. I love hairy chests.
Well, I mentioned, you know, that there's a couple of celebrities at the moment who, you know, have been growing facial hair. In fact, a friend of mine, he's got a beard, and he said, all these celebrities at the moment, David Beckham and all that, well, I've just gone and shaved mine off. Do you know, I hadn't even noticed. But anyway, what do we think of these? Love or loathe them? David Beckham.
Awful. I don't know why. Why has Victoria allowed him to have that beard?
That just makes you want to scratch.
It wouldn't be so bad if he didn't have the throat. It's the throat. They should stop here, shouldn't they?
It looks like Gruffalo.
But it's like on that way to being a werewolf, isn't it? When you...
What about Brad? No, what about Brad?
No, you see, I like Brad, whatever he's got on or off. I have to say... No, but you know what? If I had him, pardon the expression, I would trim him. I'd get a little scissor and trim him,
He looks like he's maybe trying to be a wizard. It's that kind of beard. You know, all he needs is a little pointy hat. Yeah. Prince William.
Too young.
Now that doesn't look real.
Off.
OK, Jim Carrey.
Ridiculous.
He looks like Jim Royal.
It's a double.
It is.
It's amazing how that changes his face. That could honestly be Ricky Tomlinson, couldn't it?
The glasses don't help.
You know, the only person that can really carry it off is Brad Pitt. Because he's so gorgeous, isn't he?
Can't carry it
Do you know what I mean? If he got nothing on but his beard, I'd have him.
In just a few minutes, we'll be asking... You see, that wasn't... I didn't really know what to say to that, so just move on.